Hey, this is Jenn G. I am super excited to have you be a part of this new show
connecting
that follows
is what
my
makes
journey
this
through
all
entrepreneurship.
work. Please
Most
go to
importantly,
your text
I get to
function.
introduce you to the people
Start
I've
a new
met
text.
along the
I
way
always tell people,
as I
start a new
build my
text.
inspired, uplifted every time you watch the show. Hey, this
Welcome
is
to
Jenn G.
the Jenn G Show. I typically say happy Thursday evening, but full disclosure, it's Thursday afternoon. So happy Thursday afternoon. We are doing something a little different today. We're at the Heart of Delray Gallery at the Brooklyn Cafe Studio One. And I want to first and foremost thank Freddie and Dawn for being so spectacular as producers of the Jenn G Show and rerouting what needs to be done because we have kind of a crazy schedule, and as do they, but they were spectacular. So welcome to MobiPop Thursday. I want to make sure that we all connect because connecting is what makes this all work. Please go to your text function. Start a new text. I always tell people, start a new text. I'd like us to connect. In the top of your text, the number is 55312, and the message is POP, P-O-P. Press send. You'll get my digital business card, and let's connect. I would love to have you come on the show, be a part of what we all want to be and connect. And we have people around the country who have become a part of the Jenn G Show, which has been fantastic. And I would like to meet you as well. Let's highlight who you are and what you do and be a part of the MobiPop community, which is growing, which is another reason why today has been crazy. But that's a story for another day, right? So today, we are going to be talking about the digital space. I know a lot about the digital space. We want to make sure that you can really optimize your business. And unfortunately, if you're not in the digital space, you are definitely not optimizing your business. You are in 2009 and you need to jump forward to 2019. So we're going to help you do that. With me today, I have Shashir Mohan. And he is the president, the founder, the chief CEO,
I am the Chief Operating Officer for Local Management.
Chief bottle washer, right? The chief manager for local. And let's just jump right into it. What is local management?
So Local Management is a digital marketing company which helps the local businesses with their all their digital marketing related products. So with that said, we help the local businesses to develop their websites, and then we take it forward with any kind of online marketing, which includes social media marketing, SEO, pay-per-click, or any content management they need.
Okay, so these are some of the things I've learned. Indian specific, like industry specific, right? All these words, people don't know what they mean. So when you say SEO, click per view, I would have to say the majority of people don't know what that means. So let's start with SEO. If I am a roofing company, why would I care about SEO?
Sure.
So let's talk about what that is.
Let me correct you a little bit. So this is SEO, which stands for Search Engine Optimization. So everybody, I think a lot of people think that once they have a website, they are findable or searchable online, okay, which is not true. So if you simply have a website and if you launch that website and don't really add it into the different directories and a lot of other stuff which needs to be done behind the scenes, you're not going to be searchable online. So that's what basically agency like us will do, that we will add your website into hundreds of directories. Like when I say directory, people are familiar with Yellow Pages, White Pages, and Yelp, and Yahoo has their own directory online. So that's what we will do, add them into all those directories, make it sure that they're their code is working and optimized to that level that when somebody is searching for that particular keyword, your website is searchable. So that's pretty much, I will say, on a summary level.
And which is funny because when I talk about SEO with people and I send them something, they always pronounce it SEO. They're like, I don't
SEO.
think I need SEO in my company. And I'm like, okay, first of all, I don't know what SEO is. Now, let's break it down even further and do a bigger, deeper dive. Why would I need a keyword?
Sure. So nowadays, the traditional marketing has gone away now. I mean, earlier we were used to send mailers, we will send brochures to people, and they will read through all the details, and they will understand what kind of services they need or you're sending them. But nowadays, it has become so easy that people are just picking up their media devices, whether it's a iPhone or iPad or on their computer. The simple things is they just want to search something. They just type a small word, whether it's lumber near me or anything like that. So when they are typing those small keywords in their search window, that's what needs to be to kind of go around in the Google and be searchable. So that is very important, that any business, whatever their special keywords are, they needs to be optimized. They needs to be to actually they should be under the algorithm so that when somebody's searching for it, they should be able to find them.
And I had heard, and tell me what you think about this, if you do a keyword, you have to be on the Google's first page. Because people don't typically, when Google comes up, they get to the bottom of the page. If they don't find you, they move along. They don't go to page 2 through 1,000. So you need to be on that first page. Whether you're first, second, third, fourth, somewhere you have to be there.
That is absolutely right. I mean, that's the whole game of Google is. Google is making millions and billions of dollars from advertisers just to keep them on the first page. And like you said, I mean, when you are searching for a keyword and you go through your phone and you just type a small keyword and it shows up on the first page, you just click on that and go for it.
Right.
Even though there is another provider of the same service who is actually not ranking on the first page, he never gets the business.
100% right, yeah.
So if there is a good company, good pricing, or good products they have, but they are ranking on the second or third page, they will never show up. So that's where this search engine optimization becomes so much crucial for some of the businesses. If they have good products, they have to really work very closely with their keywords. They have to make it sure that those keywords are part of the contents on their websites, because when Google is crawling around to look for those keywords, what they do is they go after the websites, they look behind it, that which keywords are matching on which websites. So if they find a good match, they will bring them on the top. So it's all about quality score, That's
Right. So it sounds to me like businesses need more than one keyword. You need a bunch of keywords, therefore you would be searchable based on whatever anybody puts in the search. And some people put some crazy things because they're not really sure what they're searching for. So your company will help create a lot of different keywords that optimizes that search for your clients.
That is correct. So it's very important, actually, the keywords which any user is typing, those should be searchable, and that is also correct, that a lot of times people type some junk stuff or some other keywords which are not really they don't make any sense, or there's no meaning of that, and Google filters that. Google is going to pick up the best keyword out of that sentence, and it's going to crawl and look for those particular keywords, and that's what our company does. And what we do, we have professional content writers who are specialized into writing the SEO oriented keyword related contents. So based upon that, the writing which we will do, that will go on the business website, and then when somebody is searching for their service and it matches with that keyword, that certainly start ranking pretty well.
All right, let me ask you another question, just me being me. Are there keywords that Google is like, that's not going to happen? Like, that's not a keyword we're using at all. Like, if I want to use the keyword like for shizzle for some reason, like, can that happen?
You never know.
Okay.
I think now Google's database has become so big.
Right.
Because anytime anybody is typing anything on that search window, Google is storing that. Every single time somebody's typing any new thing, they just add it. So maybe the first time when you type something like that, they might not be able to find it, but they have a research and development team which looks into all these new keywords, and maybe next time when you type it, you might find
I
something.
might add that to my company for shizzle. Just find it. It'll be funny.
Yeah, that's possible. That's possible.
And therefore, you sit down with your clients, because the goal for you is to give your clients the best product they can have, not to teach them tech. Don't learn tech. You don't know how to do it. They know how to do it. So trust them. And you'll sit down with your client and go over a strategy with them.
That is correct. That is correct. That is our starting point. So any business owner who comes to talk about digital marketing and who they haven't done any digital marketing so far, I think the first step which we go for is understand what exactly they are looking to do.
Right.
What are their audience base, who are their client base, what area they want to cover, what are their products, what is their budget, how much they want to really get how many clients they want to get in a day or a week or a month. So based upon those requirements and based upon their specifications, we will actually provide them a strategy. We'll say, okay, based upon your budget, maybe, because there is a difference. There are certain things in the digital marketing which are a little bit more expensive, than there are certain things which are more reasonable.
Right.
So depending upon every business, affordability, and it also depends how many phone calls you want to get in a day.
Right.
We come across some businesses, they say, I don't want my phone to be ringing after 5 o'clock. I want, only 10 to 4. If I get 10 calls a day, I'm good with that. And there are other businesses which they, I want to get 100 calls a day.
Okay.
So it all depends, like what you want to get and what kind of package you want to sign for. We have reasonable packages like that, and that's what we discuss with our customers.
Absolutely. And so let me ask this other question. So you talked about pay-per-click. What's that? It's not pay-per-view, so you're not watching like,
That is correct, yeah.
the McGregor fight. This is something completely different.
Correct. So PPC, which we call pay-per-click, that's the paid advertisement.
Okay.
Everybody knows that Google, ultimately this whole game is with Google only.
Because Google runs the world. Everybody get on board right now with that.
Is correct.
Yeah.
I mean, there are Yahoo and Bing and everybody else, but the major part of the pie is going to Google.
Right.
There's no doubt about that. And so the way they have divided this advertisement is, one is the organic side of the house, and then one is the paid side of the house.
Oh, that brings me to a whole nother question. But all right, I'll let you finish that. But I have a whole nother question around that.
Yeah.
Good.
So that's where they have divided that, and I think there's a reason behind it. And the paid side of the house makes them a lot of money. They generate a lot of revenue out of that. The SEO is organic growth, which takes time. And eventually you will get there, but there are some businesses who want their phone to be ringing starting tomorrow. How do they do that? So the number one thing they need to do is, like you said earlier, that a lot of businesses are not going to show up on the first page.
Right.
So if you ever search for any keyword, you see that on the first page you see some of the businesses show up on the top, and they will have a word in front of them which says ad. Those are all paid advertisements.
Gotcha.
Google takes money for that, and that's the reason that they are showing up on top. So it depends upon business to business. If they have budget to spend and they really want their phone to ring starting tomorrow, and they want to really have a lot of different phone calls, I think the pay-per-click is the way to go. Google recognizes it. They give you the results. And that's all it is about the paid advertisement.
Okay.
The PPC. Yep.
So I want to talk a minute about organic growth, because I was just reading a whole big thing about this. If Google feels that your company is growing too big unorganically, I don't think that's a word, it is now, unorganically. I'm making words up every day. If they feel unorganically, write it down, it's happening, hashtag it, unorganically, they will shut that site down. So there is a method to how you grow it, rather than you had nobody and now you have 10,000 views. They don't like that quick shoot to the top type of thing, because you're not paying for it. They want you to pay for it.
I would agree on that partially. So number one thing that the organic growth is organic. It's slow growth. Okay, it will take time. The biggest thing in the organic growth is that any business owner who owns a website, they need to make sure that that website is constantly getting updates.
Right.
There are new contents on the website. There is something happening on the website. You're putting new reviews on the website. You're bringing some new stuff on that so that Google recognize that, okay, this is not a kind of a static website which is not doing anything. All right. So with that, slowly when Google start recognizing it, they start actually kind of grading your website and they start ranking it better and better and better, right? Eventually, I think the organic websites which are ranking well, they get defeated by the paid advertisement for sure.
Oh, sure.
You know,
Yeah.
because the paid advertisers are going to be on top of them. But we have seen that occasionally, not very often, but occasionally we have seen there are some unique businesses out there, but they don't have a lot of competition. Okay, they have one of the best products. They have one of the best website. They have the best web and the contents on their website. Because of all that information which they have on their website, they rank on top of the page.
Sure.
On the first page without even paying, thousands of dollars to Google for the paid advertisement. So I would say it's not impossible. It is possible that with the organic, you can still rank
Right.
and you can defeat the paid advertisers, but your products have to be unique.
I
You
was
have
going to say, it
have-
sounds like it's product centric.
Yes.
So if you are one of many, I don't know, ice cream shops,
Sure. Yeah. It's going to be, yeah. Then it's
but
not
if
gonna
you're
be-
an ice cream shop that you're all of a sudden making ice cream out of like crickets,
then you're unique.
Then
now.
you're unique,
automatically
right.
unique. And yes, I mean that's the way it is. Once they find out that you are the only one standing out there and there are no competition, there are no paid advertisers for the same product, you're going to stand out there.
and that's something you can help your clients do, figure out a way to tap into their uniqueness. Therefore, they get more visibility within the Google search.
That is absolutely right. I mean, we have actually a number of clients right now, and I will just talk about one of my client who is local here in Florida, but they rank nationwide. Okay, I mean the reason for that is number one, there's no doubt that they have a unique product. Their product is not available that often as other products, and because of that, and also we have really worked really well with them on their website, with their contents and everything else, and they work very closely with local management. So with that, they are able to rank very well. They're ranking pretty well. They're not really doing any paid advertisement. With the organic growth, they're doing great.
And do you find that if a company, a client that you're working with, if they have a managed Google business page, they do far better than if you don't?
Yes, that is correct. I mean if you can repeat that question again, I think.
So managed Google business pages, if I have a company and somebody searches my company, on the right-hand side,
Oh,
you
that
should
the-
see
okay,
the
right.
managed Google business
Right,
page.
right.
And then onto that, I can also hook my reviews. I can take care of any reputation review issues I
Right,
might
right.
have. And do you guys do all that as well?
Yes, GMB, yes. We that is part of our package. So any customer who will come on board, that will be the first thing which we will do, that we will make it sure that they are part of the Google business page, and we will create that for them. And with that, we will provide all their address information and all the other related information for the business that will go on that page. And then after that, like as they keep growing, other customers and whoever they have serviced, they can come and put their reviews under that. So that
What
is-
do you
that is
do
part of
if all of a sudden, like, you have customers putting reviews on that page and now I'm getting 1 or 2 star reviews? What happens then? Like, I don't need that kind of help.
That is what we call reputation management.
Right.
We do provide a service within our packages, which we provide it to the customers. One thing which we don't really recommend our customers is to hide those reviews.
Okay.
I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, even if you have 1 or 2 or 3 negative reviews, try to respond to those.
Oh,
there
that's
are.
a really
So-
good piece
so,
of advice.
yes. So
Absolutely.
I think that's what we recommend our customers, that don't try to hide them, because Google doesn't like it. Because as soon as they see that you're hiding some of the reviews and you're not showing the other ones, there is a option to do that. You can hide it. But if you do it, that's not good. It's going to actually impact on your rankings. But the other way, like I said, try to respond to those reviews. Sometimes there are some customers who, by chance, by any reason, they did not get the service they were expecting, and they are not happy. But by replying to them, they see that, okay, they are courtesy enough to reply back to my complaints. I mean, you can work with them. And sometimes there are some customers out there which will actually take their reviews back also. So that helps.
Because I'm always concerned about trolling. You know how people are, right? So you never know. People just get on there and they could be like Cricket Ice Cream Store, and they just start trolling just because they can, with the anonymous piece of being on the internet.
Yeah, that's hard to control. Those are the ones which you got to live with, that, whatever that is. But I think if the ratio of your positive reviews is more than the negative ones, then I think there's nothing much to worry about. I mean, we all know that there are different kind of customers out there. Some happy ones, some are not happy with what their expectations. So based upon that, it will be okay. I think.
And then just a little friendly piece of advice from me: if you have only negative reviews, find another business. It's not for you. So move along with another business, and that's a good litmus test of maybe this is not your niche. Let's make sure people know how to get in touch with you. What's your phone number?
The direct phone number for us is 248-766-7938.
Okay, and what's a great website for people to see? I know you have a really good explainer video. We are going to attach that to this as well, but people can go on your website and see a full suite of services that you offer.
Sure. So the web address for us is www.localmanagement.us.
All right, awesome. Are there clients that you won't take?
I don't think so. There is anybody which we won't take. I would say we entertain everybody. We would like to sit with everybody and try to understand their budget constraints or what kind of expectations they have and what kind of results they're looking for. So we like to discuss all that with them.
And as a client, I sit down with you, I map out what I'm going to do. Is there analytics so I know that this campaign is working? So how do I know? What's my physical saying, oh, wow, look, this is really working?
Good question. So when we start with any new customer, the number one thing what we do is we try to give them the current report of their website status. I mean, where are they ranking? What kind of problems they have on the website? What kind of issues they have? I mean, all those analytics will be presented to the customer on the very first day when they are signing up.
Oh, that's great. So you start a baseline
That is
and you
correct.
do an evaluation and
Yes.
it's a baseline. Okay, perfect. I love this.
And as we grow with them on the monthly basis, we have a monthly report which goes out, which we call the ranking report or the progress report. So by looking at the report, the clients can very clearly see that within 1 month where they have gone now, what
Okay.
kind of progress they have made, how many phone calls they are getting, how many visitors are visiting their website, how many engagements they are making. So all those statistics are there, which we send it to our clients for review.
And it's all right in front of them. So either it's working or it's not
is
working.
correct.
It's
That is correct.
very
Yeah.
strategically
So we
done.
like to be very transparent, and there are some businesses which we really work hard to rank them, and sometimes there are times when I will be very honest that they don't rank well. But in that case, the only thing what we do is when we look at the report, we try to go back to the customer, sit with them and say what happened here? Is it something, the keywords which we have used for our contents, they are not working out, or is it something your competition is very strong, or is it like your products are not scalable or something? Well, what's going on there? And most of the time what we have seen within a month period, that when they come back and we sit down together and we reanalyze everything, we have got success after that.
And do you do this across the country? Or is this just pretty much a Florida
We
thing?
have actually two more locations, one in Michigan and one in Chicago right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we are actually launching a new one in North Carolina.
So are you going up to Chicago? Because they have really good pizza. So when that
That's
happens, feel free to
business
bring it
partner,
back.
actually, he's in Chicago this week. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
marketing.
Is
over
he
there.
bringing us all back pizza?
Yeah,
Or
he
how's
is,
that working?
Chicago pizza, yep. for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we can do that.
All right. And your ideal client would be anybody, which is anybody in business who wants to elevate their brand and really optimize their search. And you guys build websites as well.
That is correct. That is how we start, actually.
Okay.
So with any new customer who comes on board who does not have any presence online at all,
Right.
the number one step is recommendation to build their website. And once we build the website, then we suggest them the search engine optimization techniques. That's what we work on. And then if they want to do the paid advertisement, then we have a team of that. We will go with that one. And then we also have social media marketing. If they want to do Facebook marketing through us, or they want to do Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. So we can help them with everything. It's like a one-stop shop for the digital marketing process.
Well, that's excellent. So if you don't know how to market on Facebook, and nobody does because they change it every single day, you have the experts who are keeping up with the analytics and what you can and cannot do, also helping to keep you out of Facebook jail. That's key for sure. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate it. Once again, how can people get in contact with local management?
Sure, you guys can either send an email on support@localmanagement.us. You guys can visit our website, which is www.localmanagement.us, or you can directly call. Phone number is 248-766-7938.
And they could get free Chicago pizza.
That's true.
Putting that out.
That's
No, not a
That
thing.
would be
I'll put
sent by
that.
FedEx.
Well,
Thank you, Jen, for having me today.
No, thank you so much for being here. I definitely want to thank everybody for tuning in once again to the Jenn G Show, where we get to meet people who can help you with your business and people who can uplift you and change your life. And we'll be here again next Thursday, the Jenn G Show, brought to you by MobiPop. Please don't forget, go to your text function. The number is 55312. The message is POP. Press send, reach out to me. Let's get together. Let's have a conversation. You could be anywhere in the U.S. and we can have you on the show. Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you next week. Have a fantastic weekend. Be safe. Thank you so much for spending this half hour with me and my guests at the Jenn G Show, sponsored by MobiPop. Looking forward to seeing you next week, where we connect, communicate, and collaborate. Have a great evening.